Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, classmates. This is our presentation. Remembering Mount Pinatubo's eruption 30 years ago, deaths were more than 840. Injuries from the eruption were from the collapse of roads under wet, heavy ash. Damage to bridges, irrigation canal systems, roads, cropland, and urban areas occurred in the wake of each significant rainfall. Many more people were affected for much longer by rain-induced lahars than by the eruption itself. That's why today we are going to learn more about the different type of eruption and its example all around the world. This presentation is made possible by Casey Olaco, Carol Olitan, Lyndon Lopez, and Tomaro Malaca. We will start off by the magmatic eruptions. These eruptions involve the decompression of gas within magma that propels it forward. It produces juvenile clusters during explosive decompression from gas release. Under magmatic eruptions, we have Hawaiian. Hawaiian eruptions are found in Hawaii and are commonly found in the ocean. Characteristics are effusive fire mountain and it is usually basaltic, which is 50% silica. It is a low level eruption and is relatively gentle. Under magmatic eruptions, we have Hawaiian. Shown shown here are the example of Hawaiian eruption. All of these are found in Hawaii. Kilauea Mauna volcano erupted in 1950. It is the youngest and most active Hawaiian shield volcano. Pu'u'o 1983 to 2018. Mauna Loa was March to April 1984. Mauna Kea 2460 BCE and Hualai 180. Observing these pictures, this type of eruption is very fluid and magma flows easily. Let's move on to lava lake. Still under magmatic eruptions, this is a rare case. It is very fluid, weak pyroclastic eruption, which means fire and boulder-sized rocks. That means weak type and will not reach far distance during eruption. Contained in a volcano vent crater or broad depression, term is used to describe both lava lakes that are wholly or partly molten and those that are solidified. Examples are Mauna Ulu Lava Lake in Ertaale, Ethiopia. As we can observe, no eruption, but it indicates that the volcano is active. Other examples are Kilauea volcano. Recently, December 2020, the youngest and most active Hawaiian shield volcano, Mount Yasur, includes frequent strombolian explosions along with ash and gas plumes from several vents in the summit crater. Mount Merapi, January 27, 2021. So it's how many days ago it is Indonesia's most active volcano. Mount Etna, its most recently eruptive period began in September 2013 and has continued through July 2020. Another eruption under magmatic is Strombolian. Characteristics are basaltic magma similar to Hawaiian classification, but Strombolian is more viscous or more sticky. Relatively mild blasts, intermittent explosions, 20 to 30 minutes pause after its burst. This type of eruption occurs when gas inside the volcano blends into bubbles, called slugs. Once they reach the top of the magma column, they burst because of the lower air pressure. Strombolian volcano in Italy, which erupted continuously for 9 years. Mount Erebus in Antarctica has produced Strombolian eruption for at least many decades. Suwano Sehima, Japan's Ryukyu Island. Mount Yasur, Tana Island in Vanuatu, August 2019. Batu Tara, Indonesia, November 25, 2012 are some of the examples. As you can see from the pictures, it is lava fountain type. Next, under magmatic is volcanian. It is hydrovolcanic, means it is usually found in the ocean, begins with noisy explosion and has high viscosity, so it can be considered as violent. Viscosity determines how violent mixture forms. Dark turbulent, turbulent eruption clouds that rapidly ascend and expand in convol- convol- convoluted shapes, generally involves moderate explosions of gas laden with the volcanic ash. Examples are Mount Paricutin in Mexico, erupted 1943 to 1952. This was also considered Volcanian Sakurihama in Japan, February 12, 2014. This eruption is still ongoing. Sabancaya in Peru, erupted May 1990. Clouds here are similar to Mount Pinatubo's eruption. Aeolian Island, Italy in 1888, and Suwano Sehimas, Japan's Ryukyu Island, 1956. It is obvious that this type of eruption is on the violent type, since again it has high viscosity. Moving on to another magmatic eruption, Pinyan. This is the most explosive, and it is caused by fragmentation of gassy magma, and our viscous magma clouds rise up to the stratosphere, the second layer of Earth's atmosphere, and sometimes continuously produce for hours. So it will cause damage to roofs because it is under wet heavy ash. To make situation worse, here lightning strikes, and it is caused by build up of static electricity. These are examples. Of course, Mount Pinatubo occurred last June 12, 1991. El Chichon in Mexico happened March 1982, and Agung volcano in Indonesia 1963. The picture speaks for itself that this type of eruption is really dangerous, and it forms mushroom and shaped clouds. Another is Mount Spur, Alaska, June 1992, and Mount St. Helens in June 1991. Observing the dates, this is a rare event, so The top three violent volcanoes are magmatic, and those are Stromboli, Volcanian, Plinian. Sublinian eruption happened after long years ago of rest have lower intensity, but dynamics are similar to Plinian. Columns are up to 20 kilometers high. Is a cloud of superheated ash and tephra suspended in gases emitted during an explosive volcanic eruption. Are relatively unsteady dacite to rhyolite composition. Continuous sheet of tephra pumice so common discrete explosions lasting seconds to few. Mount Vesuvius in Italy. Last eruption was way back 1822, still considered active since it releases gas and ashes. Mount Vesuvius, Italy 1822. Chitin Volcano, May 2, 2008. Mount Kelut Volcano, February 13, 2014. Kilauea, Hawaii Mauna Loa Volcano, 1950. Suwanos Jima Volcano, Tokara Island, Japan, 1813. So aside from magmatic type of eruption, we have phreatogmagmatic. This is characterized by an explosive water-magma interaction through which large amounts of steam and magmatic gases are released, while magmatic involves the compression of gas within magma. This one is driven by the compression of gas within magma. First classification is Phreatoplinian. How would you describe tephra? Wide spirals of this deposit has very fine tephra. High eruptive column. Phreatoplinian has no example at the moment. Next is Sustayan. It is hydrovolcanic, so it is found on the ocean floor. It is caused by shallow water interactions between water and lava. It is named so after its most famous example, the eruption and formation of the island of Surtsey of the coast of Iceland in 1963. Surstayan shows rapid small explosions. It is viscous and basaltic, so harmless type. It is column and its column is less than 500 meters and highly fragmented material. One example from the Philippines is Taal Volcano that last erupted last year January 2020, Surtsey Island in Iceland, year 1796. This one created an island because of its eruption in November 1963. Surtsey was formed in volcanic eruption. The birth of Surtsey took almost 4 years as eruption, followed eruption until 1967, by which time the island stood 492 feet above sea level and covered a big area of almost 3 square kilometers. So I can say that it is possible and that this type of eruption can form another island, so Fire Island in Alaska. Coral Island north of Japan, and last example is Suber Jemen Red Sea. Those of ice-covered volcanoes result in the interaction of magma with ice and snow leading to meltwater formation, Yokul, Lopes, and lahars. No eruptive column shows sag in the glacier. During the eruption, the heat of the lava from the subglacial volcano melts the overlying ice. The water quickly cools the lava, resulting in pillow lava shape similar to those of underwater volcanoes. All of these examples are from Iceland Katla volcano last July 10, 2011. Its neighbor Eyjafjalla Jökull volcano Iceland, Barbadunga volcano 1797. This is called the most extensive glacier. Las Asja volcano Iceland 1875. Grimstovin volcano Iceland 1887 to 89. That's it for the different types of classification and example of volcanic eruption. Before I leave, I would like to say be safe and stay at home. That's all. Thank you.